Welcome back to Fun Times with Mr. Correa. We're going to make banana bread today. So we want to make sure we get all our ingredients ready to go. And looks like we're ready. So we're going to start by sifting 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Now this will work best if you use a sieve like I am, but you can use a traditional sifter as well. We're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder along with a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda to give it some leavening agents. To season this, we're also going to add 1/2 teaspoon of table salt. We're going to use 3 bananas. Make sure you get bananas that are peeled. You can just karate chop them and the peel should come off no problem. We're going to take these bananas, we're going to put them in a bowl and add our wet ingredients, starting with 1/2 cup of vegetable oil, followed by 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And then we're going to add 2 eggs. And I like to use a fork here to beat them, kind of mix them up first. And we'll add those into our wet ingredients. This is a potato masher, but works great for mashing bananas. So we're going to mash those up to make our gooey little wet mixture for our banana bread. Once we're done there, we're going to take our dry ingredients that we sifted earlier, our salt, baking soda, flour, and we're going to mix that with our wet ingredients. Now, we're going to take a rubber spatula and fold. This is called folding. What I'm doing right here is where you're not really mixing, but you're using the bottom of the bowl to mix the stuff to the top by using a rubber spatula. You do not want to overmix banana bread. Set it aside, and we're going to add some chocolate to this. I have some chocolate here, so I'm just going to chop this up really fast. You can also use chocolate chips. Mini chocolate chips are the best because they won't sink to the bottom. I'm just going to cut up some chocolate here. You can chop up a Hershey's bar or whatever you have lying around your house. I'm going to add the chocolate into here and finish folding that in as well. Again, do not overmix. And if there's little white pieces of flour, that's okay. It's more important to not overmix. All right, next I'm going to take my pan here. I'm going to oil this up, and I have parchment paper in here as well. The parchment paper is mostly to take it out of the pan easily, but you can just oil the pan straight up. You can put butter in it, grease it with spray, it doesn't matter, as long as you have something in there. So I'm going to add my banana bread batter into this pan. I'm using just like a 2-inch casserole pan basically. Make sure you scrape the bowl, get all that stuff out of there as well. Let's sprout. We're going to bake this at about 350 for, I would say about 15-20 minutes with my pan. Use a toothpick to tell if it's done. If you're using a loaf pan, it's going to take about 40 minutes at 350. So that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and slice this up, and it should be cooling for about 10 minutes before you serve it. And there's nothing like a nice hot fresh piece of chocolate chip banana bread. Very tasty. Enjoy.
Can I help you? Oh,